Thank you for joining us for this Valentine's Day presentation of the NBA. It's a matchup you're going to love right here on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. The Kings would love to finish off this road trip on a good note. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last 5 games.
And I think for Sacramento, they've just lacked that one extra piece that could put them over the top this season. They haven't been able to kind of set themselves apart.
You know, you're right. They're not that far from being true contenders, but it doesn't look like this is the season for them to do so.
Now Sacramento starting 5. We've got Rudy Gay, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Cauley Stein. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Bellinelli in at the shooting guard position.
Fellas, I'll tell you, I was really surprised when Michael Carter-Williams got traded last season. It's so hard to find point guards with his length and instincts. I mean, you just have to wonder what's going on in Philly.
On the subject of Michael Carter-Williams, his assists went up last season. His rebounds went up last season as well. But, Greg, the one thing he can't seem to lock down is his shooting stroke.
Yeah, last season hitting just 38% from the field. You expect more out of him at this stage. But remember, this is a young player, and oftentimes your field goal percentage isn't necessarily a reflection of your ability to make shots, but more so your ability to take good ones. So shot selection, I think, plays a role for him as well.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Gay with the block. Here's Rondo. 14 points from him the last game against Philadelphia.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Monroe. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's Gay. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. You look at him physically, and Rudy Gay is the complete package at the small forward spot. Nothing holding him back.
And you know, Kevin, he comes in at 6'8", has that solid frame, unbelievable athletic ability with the speed to go with that for a player of his height. He is a true talent.
First one falls for him.
And with Rudy Gay, the physical part of the game has never been a problem with him. As great a physical player as any other small forward in the league, his one drawback is he can get in his own head at times and not play to his strengths.
And no doubt a lot of players can get in their own heads, like Gay does at times. He does so much on the floor, it is odd when he vanishes for stretches of the game. On pure talent, he has few peers in the league.
Out left to the wing. Rejected by Monroe.
Still can't quite get anything to fall after 5 tries.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's going to be on Rudy Gay. We talk about players who don't get a lot of recognition that probably deserve some. For me, Chris Middleton, Clark.
He's at the top of the list in that regard for me too, Kevin. I mean, really a revelation for the Bucks the last couple of years. He's a really good all-around forward who can do everything well.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Rondo with it. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Gay drives in. And Cousins kicks to Rondo. 4 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go.
And Middleton has improved every year as well. Added the three-point shot after the rookie season, which made him very tough to deal with offensively.
Here's Carter-Williams after Rajon.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defender.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Stolen by Gay. Bellinelli dishes to Rondo. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Over to the left wing. Bellinelli with the 3. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Bellinelli's got himself on the board with 3 there. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Washington Wizards.
Well, that was a very physical game, and I think that plays into their hands. So a lot of their points came at the foul line.
And it also led to a lot of foul trouble for some of the key guys they were up against. So we can't forget about that part of it either. Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it's the Bucks on the break. Carter Williams can't get it to go.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, it looked good initially, but then broke down just as quickly.
Down low, it's shown by Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. Parker leading the charge. Shots good by Middleton.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first, coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And Kevin, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, did a really good job of drawing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they perform. And it paid off.
Koufos checked in for the Kings. Curry comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Now here's Curry, just 3 to shoot, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. The Bucks have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Carter Williams with the bucket.
Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once, and it had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
Here's Rondo following the 3 by Milwaukee. Here's Cousins. Good on the short little jump shots.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Releases from 15, misses off the left iron. And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, but I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And no question, G.A., Rudy Gay is one of those guys who has always put up great numbers, but in 9 seasons he's been in the league, only one playoff. Only one. Count him, one. Back in 2012.
Yeah, but what if he was still in Memphis? I mean, that's one of it. Sometimes it's not always your fault that you're not getting there.
True.
You got to play on a good enough team, and he hasn't up to this point. So, yeah, he's had his moments of inconsistency and will disappear at times. So there's some shared blame there as to why he hasn't been more consistent when it comes to the postseason.
Now here's Rondo following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Rondo, no good.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Sacramento making some changes. Cauley Stein comes in for Koufos, and it's Bellinelli in for Curry.
And, back to Rudy Gay, he's a tremendous all-around talent. Physically, instinctively, skill-wise, he's got it all. Except that consistent winning touch, that remains to be completed.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
The Kings trail by 3. Inside, here's Cousins. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
And thinking more about Rudy Gay, one key number I look at from last season, his assists. By far the most in his career, and that didn't translate into a ton of wins, but it very well could have been the next step toward getting those wins.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 17 points for him last game against Washington.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Right side, Rondo. He kicks to Cauley-Stein. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Carter Williams with the bucket.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
The Kings trail by 3. It's tipped. Cousins, no one around him. It's good. This game is all even. Cousins has got 9 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Gay, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot 2. It goes on Chris Middleton.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And both free throws good for Gay. Now Bayless. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Got a piece of it. Now here's Gay. Here's Cousins. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. The King.
And now, your Milwaukee Bucks dancer.
And we resume our Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
Kings leading now by 4. But dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Jared Bayless is out there with Vaughn, and it's Monroe in at the center position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Now here's Rondo. Rudy Gay on the wing. Cauley-Stein passes to Rondo. And the rejection by Monroe. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Monroe. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Gay outside. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
The one-hand tomahawk for you, folks. That's automatic highlight reel material.
That got their entire bench right up and out of their chair.
And Kevin, how about the reaction from his teammates, not just on the bench. Look at the guys even in the game.
Here's Antetokounmpo after the Kings pick up 2. 5 to shoot. It's good with time running down in the shot clock. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points. Well, we've always talked about how scary Giannis could be when his jumper is hitting great. Every year, it seems to be improving.
And last season, Kevin, he shot just under 50% from the floor, so that's a huge jump for him.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
For Bayless, it was a 16.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor, isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
He's really defined his role in this league.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Talking about Jerryd Bayless, some thought he would be a star when he first entered the NBA, and he certainly had his moments, Greg, but inconsistency and turnovers have kept the lid on his progress.
Yeah, well, where I like Bayless is in spot plays. You need a lift, you need a spark offensively. You go see Jerry.
Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Michael Carter-Williams comes in for Jerryd Bayless. Sacramento also making some changes. Kufis comes in for Cauley Stein. And Curry subbed in for Bellinelli. That's tipped out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession.
Kings ball.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Rondo wide open. Another three for Sacramento.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Bucks trail by 8. Here's Carter-Williams. A three-pointer, no good. Inside. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Rudy Gay. Gay's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Monroe. And stolen by Cousins. It's deflected. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And it's slammed in by Monroe.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
Now Rondo, after Chris Middleton missed from long range. To the inside, got a piece of it. And here is Carter-Williams. He has 5. Middleton for 3. Another miss by Middleton. Kings leading now by 10. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Rondo kicks to Curry. Cousins against Parker. Second chance shot. No good.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Antetokounmpo up top, guarded by Curry, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Plumlee is checked in for the Bucks. Johnny O'Bryant comes in for Parker. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Sacramento. Bellinelli comes in for Curry, and with that shot, the Kings lead is cut to just 7 on the basket for Middleton.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Plumlee with the steal. One-on-one here. And the pass to O'Bryant. Rondo with the steal. And now it's Rondo running all the way. Here he goes. Finished off the break. Rondo's got 5 points now this quarter. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And so here's Sacramento. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Let's take a look at what the last month has looked like for the Bucks as far as NBA stats go. Second in blocks, second in opponent field goal percentage. And they're in the top 10 in rebounds. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
And how about that sky-high ranking in terms of blocks per game? Sometimes that can indicate a team's allowing too many drives to the rim, but it's sure nice to have bigs who can send it away as a last resort.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Damian Inglis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Chris Copeland comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Tyler Ennis in for Michael Carter-Williams. And Sacramento has possession. After the basket by Milwaukee, Rondo drives in, and that one's good. Rondo's got the lead up to 10 now for the Kings.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. One thing to say about Rajon Rondo's career, he's come up big in the biggest of games, had 6 steals in the closeout game that gave Boston its 17th championship. Remember that back in 2008 for Coach Doc Rivers?
I really do. And after that Boston... And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Collison kicks to Butler. The shot's good. Collison making the play. 1:21 left in the second quarter. Here's Copeland. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Letting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Collison dishes to Koufos. Now here's Collison. He's guarded closely. Umler with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Copeland.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the half. Over to the left wing. Outside, Bellinelli. Here's Butler. Soft touch off the glass. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
Bryant the pass to Vaughn. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Copeland, defended by Butler. And the call will go against Caron Butler. That is his first foul of the game. There's 10 seconds left here in the second. And Bayless kicks to O'Brien. It's deflected and stolen by Gay. Got it off in time. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so we wrap up the first half. It's Sacramento. They lead by 7. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. It was DeMarcus Cousins who got hot in the first. He had 13 points, 2 steals, and 1 rebound. Shaq, how did you think the Kings were playing?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Milwaukee?
Their three-point shooters struggle to get into a rhythm. It's a mental thing. You start clanking them, and your teammates start. It's contagious. Now, percentage-wise, shooting in the low 30s, it's not horrific, but it's not great. And they have to improve their accuracy from deep in the second half, or they're going to...
And the half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan.
The second half about to start here in just a few moments. You look at DeMarcus Cousins in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
On the court right now for the Kings, Rudy Gay is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's Bellinelli. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rondo in at the point guard position. Good work defensively by Monroe.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Carter Williams. Carter Williams with another miss.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at
it. Bucks trail by 5. From deep. And Craig Monroe with the slam.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Rondo dishes to Gay. Feeds it to Cousins. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that. And Greg Monroe really has had a good young career despite playing out of position for much of it. He has the size and skill set of an agile center, but was made to play power forward in Detroit once they drafted Andre Drummond, and that took some getting used to.
Gay drives in. Cousins with it. Now Monroe defending. Here's Rondo. He's got 9. Pass to Cousins. It's stolen by Carter Williams. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Craig Monroe with the slam.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
We're talking about Greg Monroe, and Greg, you gave us a nice little synopsis. He doesn't have, Clark, the long-range jumper teams are now asking out of that position in this day and age in the NBA.
Yeah, more teams want that stretch power forward. He's not super athletic. Where he does his greatest damage is in the painted area, and there's still value in that.
And the shot is good. 11 points for Rajon Rondo. Bucks trail by 6. Monroe left side. And he dunks it down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Stolen by Monroe. And here's the fast break. Carter Williams leading the way. Parker with no one around. And count it from 19 feet away. Parker's got 5 now.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
Pass to Carter Williams. Ripped away. By himself. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Jared Bayless has checked in for Chris Middleton. Stolen by Gay. To the wing on the left. Here's Rondo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bucks trail by 4. And here they go. And Rondo sends it back. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Here's Rondo. He's got 11. Gay outside. Here's the 3. The rebound by the Bucks.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Stolen by Gay. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Good ball movement here by the Kings. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And, you know, guys, Marco Bellinelli really hit his stride 2 seasons ago. He was way up across the board as a shooter and assist man. Even his rebounding had improved over his career averages. But then last year, he took a bit of a step back.
The Bucks making a switch here. Bonds checked in. Talking about Bellinelli, he won the NBA three-point shootout back in 2014. It's like he'd perfected his stroke. That gave him, Greg, confidence in every other part of his game.
And talent is one thing, but confidence truly does trump almost everything else. And he just didn't seem to have it last season. But he has that craftiness and high-level skill set to really bounce back this year and prove that he's the real deal. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Here's Rondo, and there's the foul. It'll go on Jerryd Bayless. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Miles Plumlee's checked in for the Bucks. Kufis checked in for the Kings. Here's Cousins, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
DeMarcus Cousins can really be unstoppable at times on offense. He's shown star qualities ever since he stepped into the NBA. But it wasn't until last season that he was voted to the All-Star game.
And back to Cousins last year. He was the first Sacramento King to appear in an All-Star game, which is hard to believe in over a decade. That is a long stretch, a long drought.
I'll tell you what, no question he's been doing a lot of heavy lifting here early in his career. But I tell you what, you surround him with some sick talent, and I can see rings in this young man's future.
And the shot is good. And it's 13 points for Rajon Rondo.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
It's Gay with the drive, and Parker with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. And the Bucks making a change here. O'Brien's checked in.
Johnny O'Brien.
On defense, Milwaukee. 7-point differential. Plumlee with the rebound. For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. Vaughn gets the bucket.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
The drive by Gay. And they double up Gay. Cousins with it. 18 points for him. Fades back. Rebound, Milwaukee. Monroe's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Vaughn, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Outside Rondo. Floats one up. Shot misses. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That will complete this 4-game homestand. And the Kings pushing it up now. Kane with the ball. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And Kosta Koufos, an excellent rotation center. I mean, he gets after it on the inside. He'll give you some rebounds, can block some shots. He's made himself into a factor.
And Koufos drops them both. And Koufos not really a shooter, Clark. He does his damage around the rim.
Yeah, he really does. The former Buckeye is a great screen setter. He attacks the offensive glass, plays within himself. He knows his role, and he does it well. How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Rondo drives in. Good work defensively by Monroe. Bucks trail by 3. To the right side. Here's Bayless. Bellinelli pulls it in.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
46 seconds left here in the third quarter. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Clock at 6. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 9 assists now tonight. Here is Bayless. He has 7. And stolen by Gay.
a chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
And it's sent back by Plumlee. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Chris Colton's checked in for the Bucks. Sacramento also making some changes. Caspi, he's checked in for Gay. James Anderson comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Cousins. He's got 20. Here is Bayless. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Vaughn.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard. Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Kings lead by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Bucks trail by 3. They've got Jared Bayless. He's out there with Chris Middleton. Vaughn is out there with Plumlee. And it's O'Brien in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And Anderson gets it to go.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there. And a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for Jared Bayless. And he can't make it. 3 for 3. Kings leading now by 3. Passes it to Caspi. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
The Bucks shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Here's Carter Williams. It's deflected. It's deflected. And Anderson kicks to Curry. And they're pushing it up. Now here's Anderson. Here's Caspi. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Bucks trail by 7. Here's Vaughn. Koufos grabs the miss. Koufos has got 6 rebounds now in the game. There's the bucket. Good. Caspi's got 6 points in the quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Plumlee, the pass to Middleton from past the arc. And that one's good.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Releases, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making. That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Now the dish to Caspi. Shoots the 3, and he gets it to go. Caspi's got 9 points here in the second half.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Middleton the pass to Vaughn. Caspi gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Bucks making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Then for the Kings, Quincy Azy's checked in for Koufos. And it's Collison in for Curry.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Now Casper. There's the feed to Cauley Stein. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Collison against Middleton. DC, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard. And in college, guys, Miles Plumlee had an unusual competitor at his position. It was his younger brother, Mason. I mean, they actually had to compete against one another for playing time.
A different look for Milwaukee. Monroe's checked in for Vaughn, and Jabari Parker subbed in for Carter Williams. And a change for the Kings. Gay's checked in, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Great, going back to those Plumlee brothers you were talking about, there is competition, and then Clark, you know, there's this friendly rivalry that'll always exist.
Yeah, the brotherly competition, if you will. They have similar bodies and share some of the same attributes as well. Drafted in back-to-back years, both toward the end of the first round. A lot of parallels.
A lot of similarities, you're right. Anderson outside. Collison dishes to Casper. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they really goaltend.
Almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for the Bucks. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Sacramento. Rondo comes in for Darren Collison. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Middleton for three. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got assist number 5 here tonight.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Back to Rondo. Antetokounmpo against Gay. 6 on the shot clock. Milwaukee with the rebound. Monroe's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. It's on Rajon Rondo. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Kings.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball. And we've seen that tonight as well.
The shot is off. The Bucks go the other way with it. Moving it up. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams.
Rondo drives in. Kicks to Anderson. Back to Rondo. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
So far in this game for Rondo, he's got 13 points and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
And Rondo drops them both. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Carter Williams kicks to Parker. Back to Carter Williams. Middleton on the wing. Bucks passing it around. They set the screen. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Cousins. And oh, here we go. He's got the fast break chance. Oh, good on the 3.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see. We've
got 1:55 left to play here in the 4th. And it's Rondo penetrating, and he gets it to go. Rondo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy, and what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Parker with the steal.
He just picked up his 4th personal foul, and now he's got some foul trouble hanging over his head, guys.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Kings. Bellinelli comes in for James Anderson. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
By missing one of those, that leaves them needing a 3 to tie it up. Not the ideal situation.
And Cousins throws it down.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And, guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're behind by 5. 1:25 left in the 4th quarter. Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He urged his players to keep fighting, saying, "We're right there, but the margin of error has shrunk. We've got to play aggressive and smart." Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Damian Inglis comes in for Parker, and Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams. Got a piece of it. It's Solomon to Kumbo. Fast break, Milwaukee. Corner shot. Bayless's shot is off. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. 1:07 left to play here in the 4th.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Brett.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Unable to get the second one. And here comes the break. The 3, Middleton. Offensive rebound.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there. Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
Crucial possession with time ticking down.
Boy, they'd like to put themselves in front right here.
Guys, some great passing from them.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that quickly all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And Kosta Koufos puts up the foul.
For Antetokounmpo on this one, he's got 10 rebounds. He has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling. And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Rondo drives in, connects.
Scary sight and a long night when Rondo starts lighting it up like this.
That's good from Rondo.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
We can probably expect to see them slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
$19 seconds left in the 4th. Bayless's shot is off.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're down by 6. 15 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul would make things interesting.
Yeah, but they need some help. They're going to need some help any way you look at it. I mean, they're hoping for some missed free throws at the other end.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. So he comes up empty, missing both. For 3, Middleton. The shot is off. Curry. Offline. So the Kings win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy.
Well, DeMarcus, congratulations on the win tonight. We know you're a very intense player, but tonight you certainly seem to be having a lot of fun out there.
That's the thing. I'm just trying to come out here and have fun. I got a lot going for myself, and I'm too blessed to be out here frowning all the time. I'm going to try to keep a smile on my face.
We love to see you smile, DeMarcus. Thanks for the time. Guys?
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMarcus Cousins. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
The thing I like most about Cousins is the passion he plays the game with. Maybe he rubs some people the wrong way, but I don't want my big man smiling all the time. I want my big man to be mean.
I think his efficiency from the field was the biggest factor in this win. He made over.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious